What's up, everybody? Welcome back to NFT Art Talk, where we are hanging out with you guys live daily, Monday through Friday, talking about the art and artists that inspire us. We're here to build a new way to experience the NFT art scene, and we're focused on NFT art, music, fashion, culture, metaverse, the whole package. We're here building a community of acceptance and celebration when we welcome all artists of all genre, types, forms, whatnot to come hang out with us here live daily on YouTube, on Twitter, on Twitch. We're hanging out, doing this thing again, talking about these artists. If you're new to the channel, we want to welcome you. We also want to ask you and anybody else hanging out today to please don't forget, like this video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bells so that you know when we're live every day. If you're joining us on Twitter or Twitch, you can also follow us there, and then there's notification bells there too, so you know every time we're live talking about this art and the artists that inspire us. So, without further ado, my name is Moshe, aka DJ Fetus. This is Karthik NFT in all the places. And we want to say what's up. Karthik, what's up, dude? How you doing today, man?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Got my morning yoga class in. I was pretty tired this morning because I stayed up a little too late. Got a couple type projects that I'm working on that I'm going to release. So kind of stoked about that. And then, yeah, man, just ready to dive into some artists we've been kind of connecting with online and just inspiring us. So just happy to be here, man.
Yeah, man, me too, dude. And, I couldn't agree more. I also had a late night last night, working on some new music I'm dropping on Friday to OpenSea, and just vibing in spaces, man. Stayed up with Stilo and Allie all late night, hanging out, playing music in their space, connecting with dope people that want to just help support, man. Before we get started, a quick shout out to the community just being so awesome, giving us platforms to put our art out there, giving other people the opportunity to experience our art with us. I'm having a lot of fun doing it. It's keeping me up all late night. I'm all tired today. I'm like, man, shit, I was getting sleep. But, we'll get back at it. I also got some stretching in this morning. Felt great about it. And, I'm ready to do this, man. I'm ready to talk about some art with you today. I love this time we have together.
Yeah, man. I know we were talking about this because we took off last week, and it's like, man, something's missing. And it's just because we love being around artists here, seeing their artwork and what they're doing. And I know me and DJ Fetus, aka Moshe, always been talking about art our whole lives together. So just cool now to see this influx of art in the NFT space, man. So just happy about it.
I am too, and I couldn't agree more. And also, like, just on that same note, it reminds me to like remind all of you guys out there watching these videos to take a break sometime. Like Karthik and I said, like we've been really diligent about being here every day, and it felt really weird. I at one point I felt like I was letting myself and Karthik down by not like being there every moment. But like Karthik kept reminding me, and I kept reminding myself, and I kept reminding Karthik, like, dude, let's just take a break. There's no pressure here. And now we're like coming back to this thing with new ideas and new ways to package everything together, and wanting to be here even more. And it's just a reminder, like, give yourself a break, take a break every once in a while. Just had to
For sure.
throw that out there.
No, for sure, man. It's because it's 24/7 space, right? So you feel like if you're not in it, you're missing something. But yeah, man, I mean, the space is here. That's the biggest thing I tell everybody, that like you go and miss one day, 2 weeks, a month, whatever. I think the space will still be here. So it's not a big deal. And yeah, you have to sometimes go hard at things and then take a moment back to kind of reflect on it and then totally do it the right way or find new ideas. So as an artist or anybody trying to create anything, don't ever feel bad about taking a break for a little bit. I mean, in general, the artist is kind of working hard a lot of times too. So never be too hard on yourself.
Right. And like, and just let yourself like, yeah, you feel like you have to be there doing this all the time to have success, but like also you just have to, you have to be there for yourself to be successful. Don't forget
Hmm.
that. And without further ado, let's dive into some artists that inspire us. How about that?
Let's do it, man.
Dropping a little like, yo, let's chill, be happy knowledge before we get started. I'm
For
here for
sure, for
that.
sure.
Um, and but yeah, let's do this, man. I'm gonna let you kick us off.
Yeah, so this is a real tight artist, AKA Chambo. So this is very interesting. He's a real badass artist, actually. Does mixed media, NFT street artist, kind of very cool. Yeah, just street art, and then he has like even a own persona that looks kind of tight. He has like a fashion sense. He has his mask on in some of these videos, and it's just real tight street art. He has some collage art on this compilation video he has in the front, but and he has a picture of him playing guitar too, so that's real tight. But one cool thing about this guy, man, I remember when I first started getting into NFTs, I actually ran into this guy in a space, and he was just talking about, going through something hard in his life and how the community was there for him. And to now see him have like 12,000 followers and he holds spaces actually to help artists out and bring knowledge to them. I just think it's so inspirational because remember I took a break from this and then came back to it and I was like, wow, this guy's like a big influencer in this space now. And it just means so much to see some artists grow to that level. And his artwork's tight and he's just helping out artists. So I wanted to spotlight him on our show.
Yeah, I mean, I know I've seen him all over the place in the spaces doing his thing, and I also know that to be honest, like his art is sick, and I think it's really cool how people with really cool personalities stand out in this NFT space. You know, like I know we've talked about toddler pillars a few times, like, and I think AKA is another artist that you can really that really stands out in the space because his art is tight. He prioritizes artists, and he's got just great personality, like you said, like personality and style. You know,
Real easy.
I really like this one that I showed. I don't know if you wanted to pick one too, but
Oh, just yeah, just I mean, I like the David Bowie one he kind of has right there. But yeah, I guess he has a couple David Bowie ones actually. But yeah, man, he's a real easy person to talk to in these spaces from what I got, and just dropping great artistic knowledge. And you could tell by his art, he just knows a lot about art, right? So yeah, man, I don't know if you want to just kind of like look at this one or a couple of them and just
sorry,
kind
I
of
was just
describe
reading
about
that
them.
description there. It's I love what he's saying. So if you're new to the NFT space, shilling is kind of like this concept where you're like selling your art to like a group of people, and usually like an audio chat room vibe on Twitter Spaces. And he's saying he smokes a joint to ease his heart. Then I start to shill, but not in a way that you think. No, I shill so damn good that you see my soul for the first time I do it. And Karthik and I talk about that all the time. Like, we don't have to, like, especially as artists, we don't have to get lost in like some financial game. Like, I mean, I know for Kartik and I, like, we're musicians, like, and we loved playing live, so like we're here to
Mm.
entertain. There's like a level of entertainment that's just fun, and again, that's what I just think is so cool about this artist. He's just really entertaining, um, and we can keep talking, but we do want to remind everybody that if you see anything here that you like, all the links are in the description below that you see us kind of toggling around on this shared screen up here. So please, go support these artists, give them follows, give them likes, give them retweets, and also, like, if you're so inclined, like, check out their art and join their communities, and if it feels right to you, buy their art, support them. Um, but yeah, just a quick
Real
reminder.
cool. Yeah, AKA Chambo, much respect to everything you're
Yeah,
doing and helping the community out. We really love it and we're inspired by it.
definitely. So let's keep talking about these artists that inspire us. This is an artist, Wolfman. Looks like he's from Canada, um, and he's got some stuff on ETH and Tez. Honestly, I just kind of stumbled upon him just searching the world for inspiration. Honestly, looking through NFTs and different Twitter feeds. Um, haven't had the chance to engage, but hopefully we will at some point. That's another thing too. Any artists that want to come on the show, you're always welcome. Just shoot us a DM on Twitter, and we'll get you on here. Yeah, I just think his art is really tight. I love the abstract style. I've been talking about it a lot on the show this week. I don't know. It's just like the painting, drawing. It's just been really, really prevalent in my foresight. Um, I think the colors are really awesome. I think that the style is really cool because it like it kind of blends like a classic, like this Dali kind of drawing
Picasso,
style,
yeah.
Picasso style with some like it feels more modern to me, and I love the way that the faces are built within these drawings. I think it's a really cool style.
Right.
Um,
You can see a multitude of like faces and eyes, and it looks like it just it reminds me a lot of Picasso work actually. And yeah, man, I just like the colors. I like how he's using like humans in the artwork too to represent like I just the connection between people. But yeah, man, I really love the art work he's doing. Actually, man, I'm just getting
yeah.
follow right now.
This one kind of reminds me of Beetlejuice. But yeah, we found all these links and put them in the description, guys. So I'm just going to keep reminding you because we're here. We're artists for artists. If you see any art that you like or interested in, please click that link below. And if you are the artist watching and you want to come on here and chat with us and have a more dedicated time to share your project, please hit us up. We'd love to have you on here. With that in mind, let's keep it going.
Yeah, so Neo Deluxe is what he goes by, and yeah, I just kind of was surfing on Instagram, checking out the stuff, and I came across his work. I think he's releasing it either this week or last week. All right, he has a new release, but just real badass work, man. Fashion, kind of like walking down in like a new type of world or in the future. Kind of looks like in the scenario, but like hip hop type of fashion, somewhat baggy clothing. I don't know. I just think it's dope, man. Video.
I like the beat too. I want to play more of people's music. I just don't want to get flagged by YouTube. So, but please, I mean, like we said, all the links are below. So if you're drawing, like, just click a link below and check out his Instagram or her Instagram. Man, I just think this NFT fashion is so tight.
Yeah.
I got to be honest.
For real, yeah.
It is so cool. And
it's
like,
cool, man, because you don't regularly see this fashion out in the public. So it's about your imagination into creating fashion in the space real tight.
And it's going to be cool to see how this fashion gets brought into real life because of, I mean, look, people are spending $1,000, $900 on these things. They're going to want to wear that.
Yeah,
or
for
I
sure,
would,
yeah.
you know? But I mean, this is real tight though. Yeah, I just think this is really cool stuff.
What gets interesting in this space with this is because I was watching a show where they're designing clothes and stuff, and you can take it to a seamstress. But
sorry,
just to have, say I buy the NFT, I'm wondering like, do I go to the seamstress and create the clothes, or is he going to attach this to like an in real life good that you could get, right? Which is really interesting in that whole aspect of like building a fashion line.
Yeah, it is really interesting, and just to watch this manifest. I know like even earlier today I was hanging out in the metaverse, like at this like this. I know we've covered it before. It's called MetaFest. It's like a weekly show we do on Spatial, which is a metaverse reality. And man, if I could get this, like if I could be rocking this gear when I walk into that room, you know what I mean?
Right,
Like
yeah.
everyone in that room is gonna be like, "Yo, who is this fool?"
Right.
And so like I already vibe with that whole fashion concept in the metaverse. To be honest with you, you know. and figuring out how you can like equip your avatar regardless of where you are in your gear, like so you can bounce around from like world to world but be just like fresh. It's just, this is a really interesting world, and I love what these designers are doing. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, so much love, Neo Deluxe. Keep the hard work out there. We're definitely viewing it and supporting it.
Yeah, definitely. And the links are down below to make it easy. I'm reminding everyone of that a lot today. But while you're going down to like click those links and check out these artists, we'll just remind you, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Like the video that you're watching, subscribe to our channel on YouTube, click the notification bell so you know when we're live. If you're watching this on Twitch or Twitter, follow us there. There's a notification process there so you can know we're live. You can click the bells. But yeah, I won't stay too much on the self promotion tip. I'll keep the music going and dive into the next artist here. Cee Cee. I know we've covered Cee Cee before, but she's doing some new stuff that I really like. And honestly, she's a really inspiring person that I don't mind showing on this channel at all, anytime. Uh, she's doing amazing stuff in spatial, hosting events, and building out these awesome worlds there, while also making some really awesome art. So some of the new stuff, she actually helped inspire one of the new songs that I'm dropping on Friday too. She kind of told me about a band that she really likes that I hadn't listened to since I was like a kid, and I listened to them all day and wrote the song The Traveler. But while I was doing that, we were in this room where I was sharing my screen of like me writing this song with like all the programs. I had my keyboard out on my side, but she just saw me doing it and could hear it. And then she started like doing all this crazy AI art with her window like shared. So we were just creating side by side. It was so cool, man.
Oh, that's real cool.
I actually need to hit her up and see if she wants to. Maybe we can use the song and the NFT she made as the 101 on Friday's drop. I don't know. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, so this is one of these like AI generated pieces that she's done. Again, the links are in the description below. This is the one that I just thought was so cool. It's like butterfly flower.
Yeah, I just saw that one.
Yeah,
good feeling art, man. I feel good looking at her art. Very colorful.
Yeah, she's based in Hawaii, so I always feel like she has these amazing colors because she's probably living that experience there, and like really brings like nature into this really cool perspective. Like this is just so peaceful. Like I love butterflies, and they bring abundance, I believe, and then just like the purples, and it's just really cool. I love all the art she's doing. I love what she's doing for the NFT space. So please go give her a follow and make sure engage with her page and also like buy some of her art. I'm just gonna put it out bluntly because she's awesome. But yeah, I didn't know if you had anything else, Karthik, but I just wanted to make sure shoot out some love for some new stuff she's putting out.
Yeah, I know she's always hanging out with the crew in some of these spaces and just showing support. So it's just real tight. We get to highlight her on this show this time, and we're looking forward to more art she's going to make, and maybe we'll have an interview with her or just promote more of her art when she starts doing that too.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, let's keep it rolling. We're going to end today with some hot topics, and then honestly, this might be our last show where we end with hot topics. We're thinking about doing hot topics as its own segment in the morning. So if you like that idea, hit us up and let us know, because we feel like we got two things going on here. We want to have one show, NFT Art Talk, where we just share the art and the artists that inspire us, the music, the fashion, the culture, all of this sort of stuff. And then another segment where we can just like talk about the hot topics and the news and like our thoughts on that. So kind of feels right. We're going to try it out. I just said it live on air, so now we kind of have to do it. But we were talking about it anyways. So, but in that in mind, let's dive into some hot topics on NFT Art Talk live.
Yeah, so Panini America prepares for NFL Draft Night specials, NFTs, fan experiences, more. So Aiden Hutchinson will be one of the prospects who will have their own one of one NFT to capture their NFL draft moment. So Panini, I guess they do actually like cards and all that. So they're moving into this NFT space with Draft Night, and I just think it's very cool, man, because a lot of these moments we see on TV or on streaming or on our phones are imprinted in our like consciousness, and especially for this youth, they become memorable moments. So now for them to foray into creating NFTs out of this, I think it's so cool, man. I always watched NFL draft, NBA draft, and I still have vivid memories of all those. So for them to actually do this, one, it's adding to just the expansion into the NFTs for the NFL, but two, it's also giving the fans another aspect that they could collect on. So I just really liked it, man. I mean, I think it's a cool thing they're doing. A lot of people's rookie cards go for a lot, so I could see this inevitably over time as the NFT space kind of expands. These could probably be of value later on, but more so for us, it's just like I think it's a cool, tight, artistic way of like encapsulating those moments in the sports forum and then bring them out to like fans of that forum.
Yeah, man. I mean, if you guys want to read more, all the links are in the description below, but I couldn't agree more. Like, I think it's the future of trading cards. Like, I don't think my son's generation is going to want to carry around a bunch of like paper cards anymore. I mean, even though they're really cool, I have no clue. He might. I mean, he's not, but maybe his kids are definitely not going to want to. I don't think. Because they're gonna have these sick tablets, and on your phone, you're just gonna be able to pull up your NFT collections and like automatically trade. Like trading is already happening all over the NFT space. Like it just makes sense that like the trading cards are going to come in. And yeah, I mean, Panini is a massive trading card brand. I mean, they have cards that are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars. Like they're all over the range of what they have. They have old cards, new cards. And so if you're not familiar with like the trading card collectible space, like it's kind of a big deal and a really cool thing that they're doing this. Like NBA Top Shots is like a really popular kind of trading card sports moment collection. Yeah, I mean, again, it's these sorts of activations that show the potential for mass adoption, and mass adoption changes the NFT art scene. Like with this sort of thing, you have millions of eyes on the NFL draft. You have millions of fans that like Michigan and probably the team that he gets traded to that are going to want this. If they can figure out how to buy it, they're going to buy it. You know, and it's a cool way too and it's a cool way too for these athletes to own another piece of their own likeness that they don't have to fully give up because they can do it through a smart contract, so they can track everywhere that this one of one goes. And that's a new thing for a trading card atmosphere where, like I said, these cards are getting traded when they're popular. They're $10,000, sometimes $100,000, right? So like how much is how much is LeBron getting paid off that card, right? And that's
Right.
what this world offers. And it kind of leads into this next story. And I know, Karthik, I'm sure you have thoughts, so I'll make it quick and then we can keep talking about this real quick. But yeah, Laramie Tunsil, who's an offensive lineman who plays for the Texans, also kind of interesting to me because he was drafted by the Dolphins, which is a team that I follow and like. And he was like this touted draft pick. He was going to be, top three, go make tons of money doing this. And he like somebody released a picture of him like smoking a gas mask bong or something, right? And he dropped down out of this like massive contract and stuff to the Dolphins, eventually got traded to the Texans. Now he's like taking that moment in the draft day moment and he's making it a one of one NFT to benefit charity, right? But Kartik and I thought this was really interesting because it connects into what we were just saying, right? It's this new way for artists, sports stars, athletes, influencers to kind of own their experience. Like I know a few shows back we were talking about somebody who's just selling tweets that were made as NFTs as a moment in time. So it's a new collectible. It's a new way for artists to own their likeness. And, we're keeping an eye on it. That's what we're trying to do here on our show. But
Yeah. For the longest time, you know, these artists have signed away their likenesses and rights to big companies, and then they've never been able to kind of get any royalties thereafter if they became a huge star, right? They might renegotiate it in the long term, but this is where you're seeing the change happen, right? Like these people who are artists, I look at anybody in this world really as an artist, honestly. Um, to own their likeness and things they create or they're a part of that hit the public consciousness that can be something of value, they should have some rights to it, man. They should have some perpetuity rights to it, actually, for them and not only them, but their estate, you know, their children and their grandchildren. That's a big thing that needs to occur. That's a big reason why we're even doing this show, because it's about empowering these artists, these people who have created these memorable moments for people that are now becoming NFTs that people can enjoy as a collectible.
Agreed. And this has been a great show. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Please don't forget, before you leave us today, don't forget to like and subscribe and tell 3 friends. How about that? I just added that in to make myself sound different. If you don't know how to do it, it's right below the video. It's right next to you on Twitter or Twitch. Just follow, subscribe. You see the red buttons and such. And don't forget to click that notification bell. I'm going to end today's with "Because Stone Cold Said So" and "Go Heat." Those are my 2. I just saw your shirt and I thought that, like, especially after like the empowerment in this episode, starting and finishing, because Stone Cold said so.
And that's the bottom line, because NFT Art Talk said so.
Yay! Thanks for hanging out, y'all.